Calvin Cheng, a former nominated member of parliament, has stirred controversy again with his comments on the potential sale of Singapore's income insurance to the German insurer Allianz. He suggested that nothing should be considered a sacred cow if it no longer serves its purpose effectively. In his interview with Mothership on 26 July, Cheng emphasized the importance of assessing income's current relevance in the market and cautioned against allowing sentimentality, nostalgia, and outdated practices to hinder necessary changes. However, netizens argued that his notion ignores the real issue. Why a cooperative started with public funding is not fulfilling its original mission. They believe that the government should ensure income continues to serve its social purpose of providing affordable insurance to low-income workers. On 17 July, Allianz proposed a $2.2 billion cash deal to acquire a 51% stake in Singapore's homegrown income insurance. The public questioned whether this move would compromise NTUC Income's status as a social enterprise, which was established in 1970 to provide affordable insurance to low-income Singaporean workers. NTUC Income was corporatized as Income Insurance on September 1, 2022. In the Mothership interview, Cheng argued that while NTUC Income has retained its social mission, it is no longer always the cheapest, most affordable insurance. Cheng pointed out that Income's plans in some cases are among the more expensive ones. Cheng highlighted that the backlash against the sale is largely driven by sentiment and nostalgia, particularly among older Singaporeans who remember NTUC Income's historical role.
And I think very enlightening is that you will see that the outcry is mostly on boomer social media, right? You don't see the same kind of feedback coming from Instagram, coming from TikTok, or amongst young people. I don't think they know, and more importantly, I don't think they care, right? So I think a lot of it comes from the older generation, and we have to ask ourselves whether their points are still valid, because a lot of them are talking about things that they remember from 30, 40 years ago, and I'm not sure whether they are still relevant today. I speak to young people quite a lot. I don't think most of them even know that NTUC has an insurance company, right? Most financial advisors don't even promote income policies. But I think we shouldn't let sentimentality, nostalgia, and things that might have worked in the past might not be suitable now hold us back, right? Nothing is a sacred cow. If something that worked in 1970 isn't relevant now, then let's slay the sacred cow, right? If it's not achieving the aims that it was meant to achieve, or if those aims have become irrelevant, then let's stop being stubborn about it and stop being rooted in the past.
Observing netizens' comments on Mothership's Facebook post in response to Cheng's remarks, some highlighted that the core issue is not about NTUC Income no longer being the cheapest, but rather why a cooperative started with public funding has failed to maintain its affordability and social mission. They also pointed out that affordable insurance is more critical than ever amid economic turmoil and inflation, expressing concern that prioritizing profits over social mission could lead to increased premiums across the market, negatively affecting the general public. Notably, one netizen emphasized that future policies should be inclusive and balance the needs of younger and older generations. The comment mocked Cheng's logic by extending it to an extreme, suggesting that if anything that cannot compete should be sold, then by that logic, Singapore itself should be sold if it faces competition. She further argued that selling off NTUC Income, a homegrown entity, could lead to a loss of national identity, comparing it to a branded PC filled with foreign components, implying that nothing uniquely Singaporean would remain. Earlier, prominent Singaporean figures, including former CEO of NTUC Income Cooperative Tan Swee Chee, Mr. Tan Kin Leon, the founding CEO of NTUC Income, Ambassador-at-Large Professor Tommy Koh, and Dr. Tan Cheng Bock, Chairman of the Progress Singapore Party, PSP, have raised concerns over the potential sale. Tan Swee Chee, in a CNA commentary, expressed strong opposition to the proposed sale, describing it as a betrayal of the social mission that has guided the company since its inception. Tan highlighted that the sale, which comes just 2 years after NTUC Income's corporatization, directly contradicts the assurances given in 2022 and expressed concern that the sale to Allianz would undermine the core values and identity of Income. The prospect of a foreign entity owning a majority stake in Income Insurance is unsettling, considering the deep emotional ties Singaporeans have with NTUC Income and its spirit and values as a cooperative, he said. He emphasized that Income could lose its people before profits philosophy under Allianz's profit-driven ethos. Dr. Koh, in a Facebook post, argued that Income should never be sold, highlighting that it was founded to serve a social purpose and social need, which remain valid today. Meanwhile, Dr. Tan Cheng, in a Facebook post on 26 July, questioned Income's broken promise to maintain NTUC Enterprise as the majority shareholder after corporatization in 2022. He urged the government to explain why this promise, made just 2 years ago, appears to be in jeopardy.